And hello everyone, it's 12 p.m. and Yana is here with Simon today. Just give
How's it
a
going?
round of wave. Simon is a video specialist. He does completely different things from me. You know, if you if you're wondering, you know, if Simon my competitive, absolutely not, because we do completely different things regarding the video. And funny thing, me and Simon actually met quite a few years ago, probably 4 years
4 or 5,
ago.
4 or 5 years ago.
And I actually back then I was doing more modeling, and I was a talent for the commercial that Simon was producing for the spa. It was actually a really exciting commercial. And then recently, literally, like probably it was actually not long ago, about 6 weeks ago, we met at another workshop with Dan Lenny about accelerating video business. And here we go. We've been connected for all these 4 years on LinkedIn, but we haven't really chatted. And here we go, the small world. So Simon, tell us a little bit about your business, and you know what's actually happened with you and your video production. Then last month, and all isolation has started.
Yes, I run a production company called Visual Culture here in Melbourne. Been just quite 10 years actually. So I've been in production for 20 years, spent a bit of time in London working over there. And before that, I was working as a full-time video producer in another company here in Melbourne. But decided 10 years ago to start up Visual Culture. And we've covered everything from corporate video, training videos, sort of marketing videos as well. So it's been a good ride, and we've got amazing clients and amazing work.
So what happened with you, in the beginning of March? Was it big change suddenly, like everyone stopped producing everything, or it was business as usual? So how did it feel?
Look, everything did sort of drop off pretty quickly. And if I'd sort of backtrack, so towards the end of last year, I sort of, even though I've been in business for 10 years, I sort of realized that I wanted to make a transition and just refine our services a bit more, and probably niche down a bit more into that training and learning and development space. But that was going to be a 12-month transition for me. So all of a sudden March came along and everything sort of happened. And so that transition went from 12 months pretty much into 1 or 2 months now that I'm working on the business there. But unfortunately, like many other production companies, many other businesses, we lost a lot of work straight away. I wouldn't say lost. I'd say some of it has been postponed until a later stage. So that's always a positive thing. One of the big projects I was working on, it was a 12-month project. We're about 3/4 of the way through, been traveling all over Australia, meeting small businesses, and it was an amazing project. And so that one's been put on hold. I know that one's coming back, so hopefully June or July, hopefully things pick up. But as far as the other work, other clients I've spoken to, it's been a bit challenging. They need to change their business operations. So it's just a bit of a waiting game. And but I'm confident we've got projects on the go, and we've adapted some projects from filming to animation or post-production. So I feel comfortable.
I like how you said, not cancel, but postpone. And I think like a lot of businesses, it doesn't mean if in the video production, but I think it's a really good word to use. Then you're trying to encourage yourself to keep going as well. It's not cancel, exactly. It's postponed, because I think a lot of us, especially now that we see the positive change, we're realizing that it's not forever. It's not like clients left in the beginning of March and they gone. No, it definitely the good word postpone. And I think in some way it's been a positive change for you in terms of whatever you plan to do in 12 months suddenly become a reality in 2 months. And I think for a lot of us, coronavirus is a bit of a kick in the butt in some sort of way.
I've been talking for adding extra services, like just extra sources of income. Now I've got a bit of clearer space, I guess, so I can sort of work on those little projects and know that when we come out of this, in whether it's 2 months or 3 months away, they've got a really clear plan and those new services ready to go. So yeah.
100%. I think it's make us slow down as well and work more on the structure than doing daily routine and just work on autopilot. And also, I don't know, do you feel like some of the projects that got cancelled, do you feel relief that some of them got cancelled?
It's funny, yeah.
Or you miss all of them?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's funny. I haven't had too many that have actually been cancelled, which is, again, it's just been postponed.
Yeah,
but I am enjoying this period of spending time with my family. Just taking time out. The stress levels have gone down a bit. It's because, that's not work related. Obviously, it's everything combined. Dropping kids off at school and all those sort of things. There's a lot of dropping off at sports, and we just at the moment, it just feels like a really got to make them. I know it's really challenging. It's a really difficult period, and again, we've seen our income drop significantly. But at the same time, it's just this is a fantastic opportunity that we've spending with the family, and just taking time out. We're working, but we're also seeing our family every day, enjoying it. Yeah.
Do you feel that people's mindset about video has changed in the last month? Have you noticed any changes in your clients, how they look at the video now? What sort of maybe different requests they have now?
It's sort of been on the horizon for quite a while, and probably the last 2 or 3 years, that people want to produce their own content. So we've had clients that want us to purchase the kit or recommend different camera kits for them and lighting and that sort of thing, and just give them a bit of direction. So that was already happening, and now of course people are getting used to Zoom calls and live conferences and live webinars that I myself are going to jump into, doing some a lot more live sort of presentations. But there's always, I've had a few clients as well just say that if it's an important message, say from the CEO or something like that, then they just want that extra polish. So that's where they need it. Is there any way we can do it with the current restrictions? So there are ways that we can get a solo operator out and do that. But I think after this, once things get back to normal in a few months' time, that people are going to realise just the power of video. I was just, the other day I had a list of 20 different ways that video has been such an important part of the communication, not just for business to business, but also just the way the media is uses video and how we use it on social media and things like that. I think, this whole the last few months has really emphasised just the power that video has as a communication tool. And
I think people realise that video is. Before, maybe people have a bit different perception in the video as it's something really hard to do, or it's something for TV commercial or so on. But now I think a lot of people realize that the video is just a different communication tool. It's just different medium. You can communicate with your clients, with your audience, and so on. So you kind of have to incorporate it in your overall strategy. Especially now that you can't meet someone face to face, the video is your easiest option to communicate with someone, where you don't lose this human interaction bit, because then we have a written post. It can be interpreted different way. Like two people can read the same message and give it a different emotional attachment. Depends what emotional state they in at the moment. Whereas this video, you have all these advantages of nonverbal communication, and actually see the person who's passionate about something, confident something, and read all these nonverbal cues. So the big shift that I can see, that people realize that video is not just something fancy and that's only available for the big companies out there. There is different videos for the different purposes, and one of them is just simply communicating with your audience.
Yeah, that's right. And I think exactly what you're doing here with these live 12 o'clock sessions all week. I think that's just a great way for people to just join in and just get to know different industries and learn. And that's a big part of video as well, is learning and understanding different perspectives from different industries. And that's just one example of just how effective video can be. But you don't need to spend tens of thousands of dollars and on a big ad campaign. It's yeah, video is so much more than that. So there's just so many different ways you can use it, and you know, not only yourself individually, personally, but also your business as well. So I'm using video now on LinkedIn of people that are connected with me. I use it to build a personal brand, and that's hopefully if I can be front and center and be, you know, front of mind, and hopefully that's in a few months' time that's people are going to remember that and say, yeah, we need that sort of next level up as video production, or we need some assistance. Then yeah, they know who to go to. So.
Because yeah, I think people, especially now, when a lot of people realize that we need to communicate online. A lot of people realize that communication online is actually the same as a face-to-face communication. Yes, we can use different equipment and different tools, but the actual basics of the communications are the same. You know, we want to build the trust, we want to build the credibility, we want to be perceived a certain way. We want to listen to the person as well, because how many people online just shout out their content and actually not listening to their audience and what's their audience answering at what audience want. So I think again, it's looking at the video as a communication tool, but not forgetting the basics of the communication that we use face to face, that can be converted into the communication social media.
That's a perfect opportunity for people that have been thinking about video, especially LinkedIn, releasing, you know, just getting that smartphone out. For me, I love learning, just learning about different industries. That's what I'm so lucky I'm in this industry that I am, because every day we're working with a different client, a different industry, but we're also getting to know their particular area of expertise. So if people can use video and share their little insights and give value, that's what I try to do in all my LinkedIn videos, is try to give some value and have people learn things. It's just a fantastic opportunity to build up, yeah, again, as you said, that trust and build a bit of an audience. But also, yeah, the more you can share, the more value you can share is just yeah, fantastic for yeah, building those connections.
You also mentioned that you're doing a lot of training videos for the companies. Have you noticed that people actually start, do you have more inquiries for the training videos these days, like when the companies went to lockdown? And
again, when I was talking earlier about, you know, transitioning my business, since I started out in 20 years ago, I've always been involved in training videos, but I've also dabbled in, you know, TV and TV commercials and all sorts of areas of video production. But now it's time to focus on training. So yeah, we're working with, you know, training isn't just a simple how-to. It could be a software demonstration, which is doing screen captures and professional voiceover, or it could be using animation. We had a big project that was confirmed about a month ago. We thought, well, that's great to have that project in the can, and, you know, potentially we might be able to film that in 4 or 5 months. But they turned around and said, oh, is there any chance you can turn that into animation instead? So for us, it's yeah, there's so many different avenues you can go as far as training and yeah, sort of engaging the team and also contractors and things like that. So again, we produce hundreds of those sort of training videos, so they're all different styles, and I think it's a good time for businesses to get out, not only train their own teams, but also the general public as well. If you want to do an online course, yeah, and make that video based, then this is a perfect opportunity to do something like that as well. So
I'm actually curious, guys, whoever is still on the line with us, how do you feel about animation, educational animation videos? Because I think a lot of people now at work, you get this animated educational video and you feel like, oh no, again.
yeah.
Like, do I really need to go through this like online module? I think it's actually a really big question for a lot of companies, how to make this online education is more interactive as well. Because just putting some, you know, just putting some animation through and hoping that all your employees gonna watch it, it doesn't work these days. So I guess it's about making this video interactive as well, and making sure you asking questions as you go during this video as well.
Yeah, well, a lot of videos we produce, so we sort of, you know, we might have a 15-minute video, but we break it down into different segments. So that goes into the company's learning management system, or and other avenues. So, but it's also what we try and promote as far as strategy, as far as training and development, is to not just focus on one type of video for every video you produce. It's mixing it up a bit. So keeping the branding elements of your business, but also just looking at ways, so there might be a series of videos that are animation. There might be a few that are, a presenter led, or the team are talking to camera, new based, and then you might have actors come in for certain role plays of different training scenarios. So if you can mix it up, keep it fresh, and keep the content engaging for the team, then there's a good way to again engage that team. So
here's another question for you. Would you rather film talents like actors and actresses, whatever, for some educational video, or would you rather try to convince actual employees to participate?
It's funny. I've worked on both scenarios quite a bit, and I've got to say, it's working with employees. They're actually, they know the content, they know the procedures, and often that's a better way of doing things. We worked on role playing, where we've had sort of half actors and half employees, because employees, they're sort of a really specific area of expertise, and they've really they just need to get that delivery right, or just make it as realistic as possible. But just having the actors bounce off them, it actually has worked quite well. So it's been you wouldn't know who the actor is or who the employee is. So sometimes it doesn't quite work, or delivery. But either way, sometimes the actors just can't quite get that tone of voice or get that expertise and that content out the way they need to deliver it. Whereas the other way, employees might be a bit wooden or things like that. So we try and do the best we can to coach them and get them well prepared for that. So
I would be actually curious to find the statistics if the company actually using their own employees for educational videos. Would it get more engagement or not? Like if someone would be watching this educational video just because, like, I know Simon will be in this one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I better watch this one. Yeah. It could be just a trick to get people more engaged in watching this content. I guess if it's a massive company, international company, it will be hard. But if it's the company is not that big and people sort of at least know who's working in another department, or like people in Melbourne know people in Sydney, it could be quite engaging if they actually participating and giving some parts of the educational video, because you actually recognizing this person and you can relate.
Yeah, well, that's the power of video. You've these big companies that we work with, there's so many departments and locations, but the video is the way to, I call it internal marketing. We're very big on that. So whether it's a new initiative or new product that's being developed into the business that isn't seen externally, then if you can use those internal employees to promote that and tell that story, then that always works well. There's great opportunities to show everyone in the business. They call it breaking down the silos. So video is a great way to do that, and just showing just what's happening in other departments.
I think the only challenge I see here, if someone using their employees and employees leave the company, would it be a bit, could be some conflict of interest there, but in a way, occasionally, we get everyone to sign release forms. So everyone, we've had, it's funny, one time we filmed a project, and one of the main actors was an employee. Virtually, he knew he was leaving. He's still starting the video, and we went out and filmed at all these different locations. And it was about a month later he'd skipped off to the competition. So, but he'd signed release forms, so it was all okay to use him in that promotional content. But that's going to happen, and that's what you need to prepare for as well. When you structure out your video and plan your video, you need to work out who's going to be represent the company the best. And if they do leave, then we've got our backs covered with the release forms signed and things like that. So and just looking at alternatives. If we have to take them out, then maybe we've got
other snippets of other interviews or other overlay footage that we can use in that place.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How it quickly can be replaced as well in case the person leave, and especially if it's front, like if it's I don't know, for me, like if it's a real estate agent and they go and represent different real estate agency, and that could be tricky because you see a different person, selling for another company. It could be a gray area, I guess, in some ways. We have a question from Stuart, actually. Are videos now being used more as conversation starters rather than just information delivery? And how would this be designed differently?
Yeah, I think absolutely every video should have the aim to start conversations or keep the conversation going. So if I use an example of, say, a tender document, your team spent a long time developing a tender document for a big project, and if you put a little introduction video, say a 5-minute video to give an overview of what the document you're going to present, then again, that's a fantastic way to start conversations. When it comes to safety training content, then obviously, you don't want people just to watch it and then tune out. You want to, as you said before, have that interactive element, have them ask questions or make it part of a larger workshop, keep them refreshed as far as the content and going back and watching it again. I think really successful videos will always, number one, engage, but also, they're also going to start those conversations and, have people wanting to come back and embrace and implement the actions that are put forward in that video.
Yeah, I think it's all about relevance at the end of the day. With any video, with any content, it's all about relevance, and it's more relevant you can make it to your audience. I think that's as more successful your video. I think we need to always remember we're not trying to film something that everyone will like. We try to film something that's really relevant to the particular audience we're trying to reach, and how we want this audience to feel after watching this video.
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, it all comes down to strategy. It's you've got to plan ahead and get that strategy right and work out who you need to first of all present that video to, and what actions you need them to take afterwards, and and obviously engage them and work out the best style of video that's going to work best for that purpose.
Anyway, Simon, thank you so much for your time today. So what's the best way to connect with you?
If you can look for my LinkedIn, I'm always open for connections. And again, I release those weekly videos, which give a few tips on video. And I'm always trying to add value there. And also my website, visualculture.com.au, if you want to check out the other video production work we do.